Hello everyone. Today we will have a gynec lecture. Uh, we had seen many diseases in gynec, various types of infections and major and minor diseases. Today we will see a topic which is related in gynec, and there are many conditions which are commonly seen in gynec practice. So the diseases are commonly related with females, and those diseases are called as diseases of breast. So breast diseases in gynecology. Today we will see the diseases. In that, common diseases are there is usually breast abscess or breast edema, infections of breast, we can say. Usually there is if there is any bacterial infection in some females, that may cause a secondary focus in breast. Like for example, if we see tuberculosis, then some females with tuberculosis may have tubercular abscess in breast. So first of all, you should know what is abscess. Abscess means a collection of pus and in any gland, and because of this infection or because of this collection of pus, patient is septicemic and patient have the clinical features of infection. Like patient have fever, chills, pain at that affected area, and there is tenderness on touch, and usually it is red, inflamed. We can see the abscess, and typical abscess picture is seen whenever there is abscess of breast. Usually there is hot usually the breasts are hot on touch, they are tender on touch, there is collection of pus, and patient is having pain at that region. So that is breast abscess. It may be because of bacterial infection or it may be because of the milk accumulation during lactation. So this is very common term, breast abscess, and usually it needs, if abscess is small to moderate size, we can give antibiotic, analgesic, and this abscess can subside. But if it is huge and the pus has spread in the breast, then IND, that is incision and drainage of that abscess is required. We take a small incision under anesthesia, we take an incision on that abscess, and the whole pus is drained out, and proper dressing is done, and antibiotics are given, either injectable or oral antibiotics. Analgesics are given as required, and the wound will be healed in 10 to 15 days. So that is breast abscess. That is common term. Second is cysts in breast. Various types of cysts can be seen in breast. This is usually because of the age or hormonal changes. Especially this is seen at the puberty age, when there is starting of development of the secondary sexual characters, or breast development has been started. So that girls may have the feeling of cyst or any enlargement in the breast, and these cysts are usually slightly painful on touch, but they don't have tenderness particularly. They are not hot, they are not tender, and easily palpable, and they can be moved from side to side. So these are the cysts because of the hormonal, actually it is because of the imbalance of hormone. So usually seen in puberty, also seen in young age because of the pregnancy, lactation. So cysts of breast and abscess of breast. These are the two common terms which we see in our gynec practice. Next is usually it is the terms of various diseases of breast are classified into. First one is mastalgia. This mastalgia, it means it is a common problem for females, and it is a chest pain or breast pain. Usually it is associated with any swelling or nodule in breast, that we call as mastalgia, that is chest pain or breast pain. And usually it is patient complaints of chest pain, and patient have this small swelling or cyst, and while examination we can palpate that cyst, which is again palpable, and it is non-tender, movable, it can move from side to side, and it doesn't have pus or any collection in that. And usually we give some analgesics, just painkillers and vitamins supplementary, and this usually small cyst or nodule can subside. Again, it is because of the hormonal imbalance or dietary problems, psychological problems. So this mastalgia can resolve with simple clinical treatment. Sometimes this mastalgia, or if this cyst or nodule is large size, we can advise for hormonal treatment. We give the hormones which are anti-estrogens like Danzol or other hormones, and or steroids we give, Danzol, usually for some months, and after that the cyst or nodule resolves. So this is about mastalgia, that means pain in chest because of any cyst nodule, and this requires a simple analgesic treatment or sometimes hormonal treatment. Next disease or next disorder of breast is fibrocystic diseases in breast. These fibrocystic diseases are usually benign, they are non-malignant, non-cancerous, and usually seen in young patients, age group from 18 to 20 to 30-35. That means young patients are usually affected by this fibrocystic diseases. Exact etiology is not known, but mainly it is because of the hormonal imbalance. Usually it is because of the decreased level of progesterone hormone. So commonly seen in young patients with history of lactation, patients who are breastfeeding. These patients may have this fibrocystic disease. Some patients with constant stress, anxiety, that may also have the change in the breast, that is fibrocystic disease. So psychological factors are also important for the various types of breast diseases. Then these patients usually have the complaint of something palpable, something is there which is palpable in the breast, and they have a pain, tenderness on touch, and sometimes these patients have mastalgia, as we had discussed, chest pain particularly, and otherwise patient is fit, that means general examination is normal. On local examination, this fibrocystic nodule or this growth can be palpable. It is non-tender, that means there is no tenderness on touch, and it is movable. We can move this growth from side to side, and it have proper margins which we can palpate. Whenever there are margins or borders of that growth which are palpable and that growth is movable, I am continuously telling that the growth is movable. That means whenever the growth is movable, we can move that growth from side to side and we can palpate the margins or borders of that growth. That means it is non-suggestive of malignancy. It is not a malignant growth. Whenever there is malignant growth, it is usually fixed and we cannot move it from side to side, and we don't palpate the borders of that growth. So it is the clinical thing which can differentiate the malignant and non-malignant growths. So usually this is non-malignant and we can palpate the borders also. Investigations, if needed, ultrasonography, sonography of breast is advised, and if necessary mammography is advised, but usually this is very clear. If growth is palpable and it is movable with border, then it is fibrocystic. So we just give analgesics for relieving pain, and vitamin E, vitamin B complex, and proper advice for proper hygiene, proper clothing, and regular exercise. If psychological factors, assurance or counseling about that is advised. If necessary, hormonal treatment is given. Again, hormone Danzol is effective, and we give the Danzol treatment for 3 to 6 months depending on the size or depending on the cause. Or sometimes OC pills are also sufficient, simple treatment. So that is about fibrocystic disease. Next is fibroadenoma of breast. This is also a common disease which is usually seen in young patients, 20 to 35 age group, commonly associated with lactation again, because usually this growth is because of the accumulation of breast or because of hormonal imbalance again. So it is also benign thing, same like of fibrocystic, but these adenomas are usually large in size. So fibrocystic disease which we had seen, the growths are very small. They are very small, we can palpate it by finger, but fibroadenoma are huge in size. We have to palpate by our palms. So fibroadenoma is usually large in size, but they are less than 5 centimeter. Sometimes it is more than 5 centimeter. So they may be, these fibrocystic diseases are usually from millimeter to hardly up to centimeters, but these growths are usually more than 5 centimeters, fibroadenoma. So they are huge in size, but again they have complaints are same, sometimes pain, tenderness, uncomfortable feeling. Rarely patient have fever and chest pain, but usually a patient have, main complaint is there is growth in breast, huge large mass is palpable at breast with slight pain. On examination we have to examine by our palm, because the growths are large in size, and on palpation usually the growth is movable again, it have particular borders, we can palpate the borders, and it is very soft on touch. There is no tenderness. Lymph nodes, surrounding lymph nodes are not palpable, because in malignancy usually the lymph nodes are palpable. Why the lymph nodes are palpable? Because malignancy spreads via lymph nodes. So usually in malignant conditions, surrounding lymph nodes, axillary lymph nodes and all are palpable, but in this condition they are not palpable. Investigations, USG we can advise, mammography if necessary. Treatment again same, we give analgesics, painkillers, whatever is required, vitamin E, vitamin B complex, and usually these females are lactating, so we give the supplementary things. Psychological assurance, patients are usually afraid of CA breast, so we have to differentiate the condition, and we have to assure that patient that growth is non-malignant. So we should be very careful about the examination, and we should differentiate the condition. We should do the proper investigations also, because sometimes it can misguide about the malignancy. So after proper investigations, if necessary, we can do CT scan and MRI to exact knowing the difference about whether it is a malignancy or whether it is a benign thing. And after confirmation, we have to assure the patient that it is not a malignancy, it is a fibroadenoma, which is very normal thing, which is benign thing, and usually it is seen in 80% of females. So that is about fibroadenoma. We have to give analgesics for pain, we have to give vitamin B complex, vitamin E, or any dietary supplement for things, and counseling, and if necessary we have to give the hormonal treatment for this also, and usually it resolves after some months. So that is about fibroadenoma. And last is about CA breast. CA breast is cancer of breast, which is actually we can see the details of CA breast in surgery, but for gynec practice we have to evaluate, or we have to know the basic things about cancer of breast. So CA breast, usually this is very common thing. Cancer of breast is most common cancer in females. Usually it is seen about 50 to 60% females with cancers are affected because of the CA breast. So prevalence of CA breast is very common in India. It is commonly seen in Western countries as compared to Asiatic countries because of the dietetic factors, because of the habits of their drugs and smoking, alcohol, sedentary life, and many other things are there. And because of that, usually those females have CA breast more than Asiatic females, but it is also commonly seen in India. So main causes are because of the main is age factor, age more than 50 or 60, that females may have this CA breast. Early menopause or late menopause, that may be a factor. Obesity, nulliparity, that means patient who have not given birth to any baby, that is nulliparous woman. So main is age, second is menopause, early or late menopause, next is obesity, next is nulliparity, next is late age of first birth, first delivery, that is after 35, so that may be one of the cause. Never breastfeed, a patient who has not done her breastfeeding, that is an important cause, because breastfeeding is very important. It evaluates the CA breast, but if patient have no history of breastfeeding, that may be a cause of CA breast. Then patient with high dose of breast or chest irradiation, then patient with high dietary factors, that is high intake of fatty food, junk food, then alcohol, cigarette smoking, tobacco chewing, all these are usually factors, associated factors. Patient with prolonged estrogen therapy, patient with other hormones, patient with history of cancer, especially from her side, mother, sister, or any family member with CA breast. Patient with previous history of cancer of breast, that means other breast, previous history. Then previous history of other cancer in body, like cancer of uterus, cancer of cervix, or cancer of any part of body. Then misuse or improper use of inner garments, that may be a cause of CA breast. So these are the various causes of CA breast. Some psychological factors, patient with constant stress, anxiety, that may be leading factor of CA breast. So these are main causes for cancer of breast. Clinical features are usually CA breast is identified by patient only, because they are very easy to know, but patient should be aware or educated to know the cancer like condition. So self-examination, breast examination is the main clinical feature. Patient with complaint of a nodular or there is hard swelling in breast. There is rarely pain along with this swelling because usually malignant growths are silent. They don't cause any pain. Patient have associated complaints of loss of weight, loss of appetite, giddiness. Because of cancer, patient have these clinical features. On examination, patient is usually general examination. Patient have anemia, patient have loss of weight, patient have usually there is malaise and all things can noted. Low blood pressure, maybe low pulse rate, that is bradycardia. These are things which we can see in general examination. On local examination, we can palpate the breast, and on palpation, the growth is hard on touch. It is fixed. We cannot move this growth from side to side. We cannot palpate the borders of that growth, and surrounding lymph nodes, axillary lymph nodes are enlarged, and a typical color of skin is changed. Breast skin color is changed. It is like orange color, and nipple shape is also changed. It is retracted nipples, and there may be some foul smelling or offensive discharge from nipple. So it is very clear picture of CA breast. We can see the skin which is changed in color. It is usually shrunken, and patient have retracted nipples with discharge, and growth is hard. It is palpable, but it is not movable with no borders, and lymph nodes are surrounding lymph nodes or axillary lymph nodes are palpable. That is the suggestive of CA cancer. And after this careful clinical examination, we have to advise for the investigations, and investigations, important investigations are mammography, which is the very important test. We do the mammography for knowing the cancer and CA breast and stage of CA breast. Secondly, we can advise for CT scan, MRI to know the spread, whether the cancer of spread is spread to surrounding organs or whether it is spread in body. So we can advise for CT, MRI. One important study is FNAC study, that is fine needle aspiration cytology study. In that we aspirate the breast content with the 22G number needle, and we aspirate the content, and we send that content for the examination. And from that examination, it is very clear whether that growth is, whether the discharge is of malignant and non-malignant. So FNAC study is very important. Sometimes direct biopsy of breast is advised. So we take the tissue and we study the tissues of breast, and it is clear investigation that suggestive of whether the growth is malignant or non-malignant. So these are various investigations. Important is mammography, CT scan, MRI, FNAC or direct biopsy. USG is advised in initial stages, but USG is not a clear investigation to label the patient as a malignant patient. And of course, routine investigations, we do all the hemogram and other tests along with the CA breast. So these are the main clinical features and investigations and causes of CA breast. Staging of CA breast is given in your surgery textbook, so go through it. Staging of cancer, that means in first stage cancer is limited to breast, from second stage it spreads in the body. So you have to study the stages of cancer. So important part is clinical features and causes and investigations of CA breast. Again, all these topics of this breast diseases are related with your homeopathy, because in mastalgia, in fibrocystic disease, in fibroadenoma, they just give painkillers, vitamin supplement, and if necessary they put the patient on hormonal replacement therapy. But in homeopathy there are remedies which are very good for these type of diseases without any side effect. In breast cancer, as depending on the spread of cancer, the line of treatment is decided, of course, but homeopathic treatment is also started as a parallel treatment or as a curative treatment. So in breast diseases, all the homeopathic remedies are very important. So just go through all the remedies, and these are the various types of breast diseases which we had studied. For breast diseases, TNM classification is given, and it is given in your this surgery textbook. So just go through the classification or staging, basically stage 0, stage 1, 2, 3, and lastly it is spread in all over the body. So go through it, and breast cancer is a long question, so prepare that question accordingly. So this is about various types of diseases of breast.